What up, guys? You're live with the White Trini, and today we got one for you. Today, me and the gray hair nanny are gonna do some stewed pork, some rice, some lentils, and some cucumber chow. So let's get to it. All right, gray hair nanny already started with some rice on the pot, on the stove, should I say, in the pot there, and some lentils, which is actually, yeah, some multicolored lentils that we had. We didn't have no regular lentils, so we had to go with that. And she boiled up some sweet potatoes there, maybe for herself. And we're gonna go ahead and clean up the pork and get that seasoned up. So let's get to it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wash our pork with some flour, some salt, and some vinegar. So I'm gonna put some salt on here, do some vinegar. We're gonna wash it up. All right, we'll push this over onto the sink here. I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit, the flour. Try not to make a mess. The reason why we don't use lime with this is because it'll stiffen up the meat. So we want this pork to be nice and soft and juicy and go down good. Let me get some water up in here. This house loves pork. Too much pork. Gray hair nanny's taking a break. She said it's break time. I'm just trying to rub the meat real good, make sure we don't, no slime or anything like that. Nice. That's a big piece of fat there. Big piece. Skin. Another nice piece there. Ooh, another piece. All right, gotta rinse this real good. That would have helped if the strainer was there. All right. Put this in the strainer. All right, we're gonna season up this pork. So gray hair nanny put some green seasoning, freshly blended, which is bandania slash culantro, with some garlic and hot pepper, some tomatoes, some onion. All right, she's mixing that up a little bit, but we're gonna drop in some more ingredients. We're also gonna drop in some black pepper. All right, then we're gonna drop in some bitters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna drop in, there's the bitters. Then we're gonna drop in some seasoned soy. All right, gray hair nanny's gonna drop in some salt. She does that old school, so she pours it in her hand and then dispenses it. We're gonna put some ginger soy. All right, we're gonna put some garlic soy. Gray hair nanny, you wanna put some punch in? All right. So gray hair nanny says, put some punch in. All right, boom. So I'm gonna do 2 caps of that, guys. We'll mix it up real good. Whoops. I accidentally poured more than 2 caps there. Kind of overflowed in my hand, so let's just say that's 3 or 4 caps. Yikes. All right, so we're gonna mix this up real good. I'm just gonna kill anything in there, tenderize it more. Gray hair nanny loves her some pork. We made pigtails a little while back and she was mealing that up. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we're gonna let this sit a little bit, let it marinate, and then we're gonna go ahead and take it outside and start to cook, guys. So don't go nowhere, can't wait to see the final results on this later on. All right, check it out. Gray hair nanny put the pork in the pot. So it's doing its thing, it's looking nice. All that beautiful seasoning there. We're gonna let that stew up real nice. And we'll show you guys later what that's gonna look like. So now I'm gonna wash a little watercress. So basically I have water obviously in here and then I put a little vinegar in here. That's just to help clean the watercress really good. You do this too because you know when it comes, you know, when you buy it, it's all bundled together and you know there could be bugs inside. Shy girls, gray hair nanny said that back home sometimes they come with snails in them, so you guys gotta make sure you wash them thoroughly. And then you wanna snap off the ends. That's like the bitter part. I'll just throw it in a strainer there to strain out. I do like having this with some nice rice. Now I couldn't direct you as far as how far to break off the ends, but even if it's small pieces, I'm breaking off the end. Basically the big stockier part is the more bitter part. So basically, you know, you don't want to eat that. I mean, I don't know, maybe some people back home don't, you know, mind that. They're gonna look at that as like, technically you are paying, when you buy it, so you are paying for that, so who knows, maybe some people just, you know, keep that part and eat it or break it up and eat it with their rice and beans or however they eat it or use it for. But me, I'm breaking off all the big pieces, right? Rinse it good. Okay, we're gonna make up the chow real quick. We're gonna use salt, black pepper, and a little bit of the green seasoning that was left over from what we had blended up and stuff for the pork. So we still had a lot of extra. So I went ahead, actually, let me go rinse these real quick. I thought I rinsed them already. No, I'm videoing. All right, got those rinsed. Use your favorite knife. All right, guys, check it out. Final results. So here we have it turned into dal now because it was lentils, mixed lentils. So we have dal, rice, some watercress, cucumber chow, and some stew pork. So we're gonna try out this rice and dal. Well, now dal. These mixed lentils. I'll take a little bit of this watercress here too. Put it into there. There we go. It really does have a lot of flavor, guys. Really nice. I like that. A nice little crisp with the watercress. Real good. Chow, you already know how chow tastes, but I'm gonna go right into the stew pork. Here we go. Soft, or a big piece. Lots of flavor. I can taste the pepper, guys. Nice, sweet. This stew pork's so good. You know what time it is. Time to wine.
Show them about the wine, show them about the wine. I'll tell them wine. Wine and a wine, then show them about the wine. Take a wine.
Where is your sidekick?
My sidekick, I think she's taking a nap. She cooked up so much, I think she fell asleep outside. So, guys, I want to say thanks for joining us today. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Next time, the gray hair nanny will be here dancing with me, but I have to go wake she up. I'm going to let she rest, all right, to the next video, all right? So cheers to you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.